because I was introduced to a lot of A$AP Rock's stuff earlier by Dose One and a lot of those friends, I heard a lot of Blockhead's production not knowing that it was Blockhead. And just hearing the layers and, you know, the style and just everything that was in his beats that I did hear at the time, even not knowing it was him, it was just, I had never heard anything like it. A lot of production back then, especially in the early 2000s and 90s, was basically loops and drums. You know, it wasn't as much layering and as much, he made more of an orchestra with the samples that he uses as opposed to just, you know, the drums and the loop, you know, and that, I think that's really what drew me to liking the stuff that he was doing, especially with A$AP. That's what I had originally heard.
I was at my house and I had the full-blown compilation CD, and A$AP, and I had just kind of skimmed it. I hadn't really gone over it. And A$AP was like, "Have you heard this guy Illogic?" I was like, "No." And he put on Verbiage, and we just sat there, just like, I distinctly remember just like sitting there, probably being like kind of stoned and just being like, "Whoa, this is crazy," because it was just like a non-stop verse that just like kept going. It got better as it went along. It was like one of those defining moments of like listening to rap I can really remember.
It's funny because the first time that I met A$AP Rock was doing a show here in Columbus, Ohio. We did the Unforeseen Shadows and Up to Speed re-releases in, I think it was 2000, that we did those when we re-released them on CD. And Adam's fam, A$AP Rock, came down, and that was the first time I had met him. And it was cool because Verbiage was on the full-blown compilation. It was a song that's actually the hidden track on Celestial Clockwork. And A$AP Rock and Wind and Breeze from the Addams Family did my backups, and we had just met. And it was real cool to have people that I respected as far as the craft that they did, that respected my stuff enough to know it well enough to, you know, be able to do my backups. And from then on, we've stayed in touch and we've become friends.
Cause stop, drop, and roll won't expel the flames. The surface of the puzzle looks put together, but underneath it's incomplete. When catching shooting stars, there's dangers to conceive. One wrong move and you won't live to present the prestige. Throwing back shots of vodka for the numb of it. Enemy in the corners of my life, laughing and loving it. I'm trying to make molehills out of mountains while I'm struggling. Liquidate baggage, gulping it by the gallon for the buzz of it. I'll never concede to failure, cause I'm where faith should